Eagles and Rifles was my attempt at creating a Napoleonic-era tabletop role-playing game, encapsulating the domain of linear warfare on the table. Often the term Napoleonic is quickly followed by war game, with some of the oldest ones replicating the wars. A time where standing in a line and shooting that group of guys over there was the name of the game, and a completely bloody one at that. The thunder of cannons, the crack of muskets, and the clopping, of cavalry across the field defined the era. Now, Eagles and Rifles got its Redux recently, but I'll go over the game at its simplest. Ultimately, this is a d6 dice pool system, with each check having a difficulty and complexity. The difficulty indicates the value of the d6 must reach, while the complexity is the number of those successes. So a 3-2 check would be 2 3-ups on d6s to succeed, scoring above the result, of course, such as a 5-up on our 3-up example above, doubles the number of successes on the roll, potentially resulting in 3 successes, a die for rolling a 6 on a 2-up check. However, the game is really about the command staff and their men. Each player is technically playing 3 men, the commandant and the 2 majors, each player leading a unit of men to the field. These could be literal hundreds of soldiers marching in formation of an Ogre company, a mercenary detachment of ne'er-do-wells, thieves, and swag of a Landsknecht. Most of the Redux was about fixing the math behind all of those, tuning up and down numbers to make them feel more relaxed and tight, as well as giving the commanders a little bit more personality between them. The absolute basic qualities of a soldier actually remain, though. Pips and powder dictate the quality of the soldier between their fire, shock, and morale rating. Each one of these being a number of dice they'll be rolling to keep themselves together and destroy their enemy with extreme prejudice. Which does lead me to the fact I cut down quite a few of the unit types, instead of individually naming units to just line infantry, skirmishers, and cavalry, combined with slightly fixed cohesion rules, and your men can be heroes on the field or break within 5 minutes due to the fact that they're little more than a horde of peasants with guns. Speaking of guns, I added a lot more silly guns as well, including repeating muskets, the revolver rifle, and of course our god-given right of the Vol gun. Stuff was the name of the game and equipment, allowing each unit to be more carefully outfitted with new mounts, melee weapons, and equipment to make them feel more personal than the older version. And yes, even artillery got a slight change in how they function, keeping them more in line with the rest of the game, but also their own unique style of high-impact explosive friendship. Outside of that, combat remained relatively the same. The idea of the intensity scale, the creeping volume of successes and destruction each attack brings, as well as the focus on more tactical movement than the rather brutal slogs that originally occurred. But that somewhat summarizes the Redux. Cut chaff, fix fun, add stuff. Repeating that for almost every section. Even commanders finally got a way to improve themselves, encouraging more daring and dangerous actions on the field. Overall, Hymn of the Ogre is Eagles and Rifles refined and polished. Does it need more? Of course it does. Nothing is ever perfect, especially to me, but it's in a better place than what it was, and I hope to only make it better going forward. My name is Napoleonic, and this was Eagles and Rifles, Hymn de l'Ogre. If you like what I do here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Many thanks to the bankers back home for funding this suicidal charge across an open field to our certain deaths. Men of the Tiger Brigade, do you want to live forever?